funding lapses. And for some more breaking news, members of the US men's ice hockey team returned home on Monday after their historic Olympic gold medal win. The team was greeted by cheering fans at Miami International Airport. The United States defeated Canada 2-1 in an overtime thriller, ending a 50-year wait for Olympic gold in men's ice hockey. Captain Austin Matthews said that the team is still processing the victory, while Matthew Knock celebrated the moment, noting their achievement in changing the history of US hockey. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal, securing the team's first gold since 1980. Let's listen in to what US ice hockey players had to say.
Now that we're back on U.S. soil and just the reaction we're getting from everybody, I mean, we just did something that only 30-plus Americans have done in 100 years, and kind of changed history of hockey in the United States. And we should be very honored, very happy, and we should be allowed to celebrate this because it's quite an accomplishment.
Honestly, the gold medal, it's so important for us because we worked so hard to get to that point, and it's for us. But the best part is, it's for, like I was saying, the day of the gold medal. It's for all the guys that have come before us, and all the young kids that are.
And now for your top stories this hour. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico has announced that Slovakia will halt emergency electricity supplies to Ukraine if oil flows via the Druzhba pipeline are not restored. This move comes after Ukrainian officials blamed a Russian drone strike for damage to pipeline equipment, halting oil shipments to Slovakia and Hungary since January. Fico said the measure would remain in place until the oil flow resumes, adding that any future Ukrainian requests for energy aid would be denied. This marks a significant escalation in the ongoing dispute between Ukraine and its neighbours, with Slovakia hinting at further actions if Ukraine does not address the issue. Hungary and Slovakia provide a significant portion of Ukraine's energy imports, putting additional pressure on Kyiv. Let's listen in to what Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico had to say.
Pred prijatím dnešného prvého recipročného opatrenia proti Ukrajine pre nepriateľské akty prezidenta Zelenského som mal záujem telefonicky s prezidentom Ukrajiny hovoriť a získať odpoveď, kedy a či vôbec budú obnovené dodávky ropy na Slovensko. Obdržali sme správu, že ukrajinský prezident je pripravený na rozhovor až po 25. februári tohto roku. Vzhľadom na závažnosť situácie a vyhlásený stav ropnej núdze na Slovensku sme za týchto okolností nútení pristúpiť k prvému recipročnému opatreniu okamžite. Bude zrušené i hneď po obnovení tranzitu ropy na...
We are now being joined by Dr. Sanjay Kumar, who's a journalist, the Korea Herald Seoul in South Korea. Thank you for joining us here today on NewsX World. Thank you. How might Slovakia's move to cut emergency power, an essential lifeline in winter, especially as Russia keep attacking energy infrastructure and residential homes, how might this affect Ukraine's energy stability and also civilian infrastructure during the ongoing war? And how might the people of Ukraine especially feel?
It is going to make the situation more vulnerable. For Europe already there is an energy crisis, but many European countries were trying to come up with some strategies and plans in last few years, especially after this war broke out, and they were trying to minimize the energy dependence on Russia.